Good afternoon and welcome to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. It's time for Mosquito Joe Qualifying, presented by Mr. Fix-It. That's right, it's Mr. Fix-It 2:30 evening at the races, round 5 of the 2025 campaign. I'm Brian White up in the tower. Adam Welbrock is down on pit road. We'll bring you this live coverage of qualifying as we set the starting lineup for this evening's events, which will kick off around 7 o'clock here at Langley Speedway. Thanks for tuning in to everybody on Facebook as well as YouTube and all the outstanding fans that are here in attendance. We hope you'll come join us if you're watching virtually. Come on out to the racetrack, have some fun on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Adam, we are basking in sunshine. Today is a perfect day to be at the racetrack. Adam Welbrock will be with us momentarily. Temperature's very comfortable. It's a little bit warm, but that's okay. It's early May, and that means it's time for some warm weather, and thankfully we have that here today. And we're back to our normal 7 p.m. start time. We'll run that all the way through the end of September, and we'll revert back to the 5 o'clock start time coming up throughout the month of October. Steve Justice, the first driver to take to the Speedway in the Farley Financial U cars on this Mosquito Joe qualifying. 2 laps per car. We'll take the best of their 2 laps, and that'll be the lap of record. Justice, the rookie at car 21, clocking in at 21.571 seconds. Again, Farley Financial U cars. They'll be coming up race 1, 25. Is it 25 laps, Jack? I think it's 25 times around that we'll see these cars circle this 4/10 of a mile oval when we drop the green flag around 7 o'clock Eastern time this evening. Thomas Fontaine on the racetrack, a new winner in this series the last time out. Good to have Thomas Fontaine back with us. He's currently second in the championship chase. Again, that victory came back on April 19th, and he's the fastest thus far here in Mosquito Joe qualifying, 18.933 seconds, and that came on the opening lap, lap 2, about 1/10 of a second slower at 19.0. Strickland on the racetrack, working through turn number 2, his first of 2 flyer laps. He's from Chesapeake, also part of the team at Mad Dog Motorsports, as is Thomas Fontaine. Here comes that orange car coming through corners 3 and 4. Lap 1 is done. Strickland, also a rookie competitor, 20.026 seconds for that driver. Working down the backstretch, the quick way around this speedway, 4/10 of a mile oval. Bottom of the racetrack, banking just 6 degrees in the corners, 2 degrees on the straightaways. As Strickland comes by the start-finish line, he'll pick up some time on lap number 2, 19.802 seconds. What he's shooting for, and this driver, keep your eyes on him. This is Jason Auckland. Auckland on the speedway. Picked up 1 victory in 2024. Doesn't race full-time, but when he competes, he typically finds his way to Dale Lennon's victory lane. Here comes the Fast 5 race car, the Easy Auto. And he'll go provisionally to the front row, 19.138 seconds. Needs to pick up a little more than 2/10 of a second if he wants a crack at the top spot. Here he comes through 3 and 4. Let's see if Jason Auckland in car number 5 can go to the top from Newport News. Frontline Vapes also sponsoring that race car. He'll pick up some time, but not enough to go to the top. 19.067 seconds on lap number 2. Again, everybody's chasing Thomas Fontaine, the defending winner's time of 18.933 seconds. Here's the only other driver besides Thomas Fontaine to find winner's circle. This is car number 3. We're talking about Mikey Chen. Mikey Chen on the racetrack from Suffolk, making his way now through turns 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. What can car number 3 do? Survey says to the top for car 3, Mikey Chen. 18.872 seconds for the driver who won Rookie of the Year honors. Mikey Chen, again, was the rookie for 2024. This is his sophomore season, and he's doing a fantastic job winning the season opening race. And right now, he is on top here in qualifying. 18.872 seconds. That's the quick lap. Lap 2, about 1/10 of a second slower than the opening lap. Kyle Bunn is on the racetrack right now in car number 89. Kyle Bunn working midway down the back straightaway. Qualifying rolling on for this, the Farley Financial Yukons. Kyle Bunn, P4 on lap number 1, 19.536 seconds. Again, that is a 19.536 for Kyle Bunn, provisionally outside of row number 2. Lap 2 is done. He'll go faster, but he'll stay slotted in the 4th position, 19.360 seconds for car number 89. As I look at our point standings, this will be his first start in 2025. Derek Roberts is on the racetrack right now, and he's celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to car number 63, Derek Roberts, talking with Miss Lori Morgan. That smiling face you see here when you come into the midway and come onto the property of the racetrack. Her and Miss Anna Morris welcoming all our great fans here at the Speedway. She gave me the note for Derek Roberts' birthday, so I want to wish him a happy birthday. Qualifying rolling on here this afternoon. Car 63, Derek Roberts across the line, the birthday boy. We'll go faster on lap number 2, but he'll stay in P5 in the leaderboard, 19.645 seconds for car number 63. Lee Reddit's on the racetrack right now in car number 22. Lee Reddit, also a rookie competitor, has some problems there in turns 1 and 2. We'll do some agricultural driving through turn number 2, as Buck Bruce would say. Lee Reddit, Mosquito Joe race car, also sponsoring pole qualifying, will come through turns 3 and 4 to see the white flag rolling. Now that will not be the lap he wanted, so he'll get it all over again, at least another shot at it here as he tries to go to the top. Let's see if Adam has joined us here on the broadcast. Adam. Hopefully we'll catch a word from Adam here in just a moment at Larry Kinglaw's Langley Speedway. As we see the 22 come across the line, this will be the lap that he was looking for. Much better than lap 1. He kept it on the racetrack on that second lap, 19.466 seconds. That is P5 for car 22 as he came through turns 1 and 2. Had some trouble over there. By the time I looked up, the car was already squirrely. Ended up coming off the speedway into the grass, and he kept it rolling, kept digging. Didn't slow down a bit. Michael Walters is on the racetrack right now. Michael Walters on the speedway. P5 in the championship standings, has finishes of 6 and 7 to open up the season for car number 3. And Adam, I believe we hear you now.
There we go. Been a technical difficulty. Apologize for that. But yes, hello everybody.
It is a warm day, Brian, here in Hampton. The racetrack is hot and slick, and boy, these drivers are not going to love that for this Mosquito Joe pole qualifying, but the breeze is slight. The weather is perfect for racing, especially for our 7 o'clock start time tonight, Mr. Fix-It Race Night, and we're going to have 6 races of fun and 6 different divisions to go along with it.
That's right, talking with Rick Godovic down there in the pit area. The track temperature about 115 degrees, the ambient temperature 84 degrees, so it's a warm, beautiful Saturday afternoon. We hope you get out to the racetrack, but as Adam mentioned, talking with several drivers, they say the track is slick. Lots of rubber has been laid on the speedway, and they have their hands full circling this 4/10 of a mile oval. Car number 3, the other number 3, Michael Walters, 7th fastest here in qualifying at Langley Speedway. We've got Carl Staswick on the racetrack right now in car number 32. Carl Schwazwick tied 9th in the championship standings with Jeremy Jones. A couple of 9th place finishes as that car works through 3 and 4. And we'll see the checkered flag. See if Carl can go a little higher on the board. He will actually slow down just a tick here on the second lap. So the Newport News driver, sponsored by Beachfront Cleaning, will stay in position number 9. A few more cars to go, but Adam, this is the driver to keep your eyes on. We're talking about Brent Burgess.
Yeah, the young teenager is a 2-time race winner here last season, his first 2 career wins, and he was top of the board in free practice too. So take your eye off this number 18 machine. He's had top 5 speed all season long, but not had the finishes to go along with it. Brent Burgess completes lap 1.
lap 1 is done. He'll go third or inside of row 2 provisionally for car number 18, the driver from Carrollton, Virginia. The 2023 Rookie of the Year came home fourth in the championship standings with all top 5 finishes. And somebody to keep your eyes on is Brent Burgess. As Brent takes the checkered flag, he'll stay in position 3. Goes quicker on lap number 2, 18.963 seconds. As right now it's Mikey Chen the fastest, 18.872 seconds. That's the lap everybody's chasing. Thomas Fontaine is P2, Brent Burgess is third, Jason Auckland fourth, and Kyle Bunn rounds out the top 5. What about this young lady, Adam? She had a top 5 finish, third to be exact in her last event. We're talking about Crystal West.
Yeah, this is Wacky Wednesday race winner and now UCAR competitor Crystal West in her third full-time season. And you're right, that third place finish was the best of her career. She was feeling really good after that. Not so good after practice today. She's had her hands full with this race car, fighting in loose conditions. She said we elected to not run a lot of practice too because of that condition. So really unsure of how it's going to race tonight, but she knows it's fast, she knows she's capable, and now she's completing her second lap, trying to better that third spot.
And she'll pick it up here on lap number 2, 6th or outside of row 3 at the moment, 19.466 seconds. That'll drop kick Lee Redditt back to 7th. It's a good lap for car number 99, the driver from Hampton, sponsored by the 757 Auto Events. Michael Waters is on the racetrack. Michael Waters, a 2-time champion. His most recent came back in 2020. So here comes Michael Waters in car number 36 on the speedway. And he'll take the white flag in the air. What does Michael Waters do here on lap 1? It'll be 8th or outside of row number 4 for Michael Waters, as this is his first start here in 2025. Michael Waters looking for a win. Been a little while. Let's see if he can get it done here in 2025. Lap 2, a little bit faster. Michael Waters picks up a couple of positions. He'll go 6th quick, 19.434 seconds. Adam, qualifying is almost done for this series.
Jeremy Jones on the racetrack. He had a top 5 to start out the season, so don't take your eye off car 66 in his sophomore season. Just a couple of more cars left to go. I believe just one with Lacey Hogg after this number 66 machine. And how about the car count, Brian? 15 U-cars lining up for this event. That is quite the car count for this division, and they are race number 1 to get us kicked off.
Good lap for Jeremy Jones. He's sideways through turns 1 and 2. 5th fastest on lap 1, 19.114 seconds. Good lap for car number 66, the driver from Portsmouth. Here he comes out of corner number 4. Checkers are waving. Can he pick it up here on lap 2? He'll actually slow down. That bobble over in 1 and 2 cost him 1/10 of a second on the second lap. He went from a 19.1 to a 19.2 for Jeremy Jones. Final qualifier, as Adam mentions, coming out of the 4th corner to take the green flag. This is car number 83 from Newport News, Lacey Hogg. She's sponsored by DC Powell and Associates, Peerless, ZKS Express, and Sublime Aquatics. Help support Lacey Hogg on the speedway. Right now, looking at the championship standings for Lacey Hogg, she's 14th, making her second start here in 2025. And lap 1 is done, 22.106 seconds. That is 15th overall for Lacey Hogg in car number 83. The young lady doing a fantastic job cutting her teeth, trying to get some experience, and she is doing it right now on the speedway all by her lonesome here in qualifying, presented by our great friends at Mosquito Joe. I want to thank Rob Rummels and team and Murph. They support us all throughout the season here in qualifying, and I want to thank them again for all of their support here in qualifying here at Langley Speedway. Again, that is Robert Rummels and Murph. Mosquito Joe makes your yard a mosquito-free zone. Their services rid your yard of pesky mosquitoes so you can enjoy being outside. They have barrier sprays that eliminate and repel mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks for up to 21 days. They have special event sprays to keep mosquitoes from crashing the party, and they have 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Find more information at peninsula.mosquitojoe. That's peninsula.mosquitojoe. And if you call them, you'll get 50% off your first spray. Promo code Langley. Just say Langley for 50% off. The phone number is 757-772-8552. That's 757-772-8552. Mosquito Joe. Again, qualifying is done. Mikey Chen will get the Mosquito Joe Pole Award, the point standings leader by 2 points over Thomas Fontaine coming into tonight's race. We'll start P1. And let's go trackside. Adam is down there having some technical difficulties, but Mikey Chen gets the pole. Thomas Fontaine will line up to his right elbow. Brent Burgess makes up row 2 with Jason Auckland. Jeremy Jones rounds out the top 5. Kyle Bunn posted the 6th fastest lap with Michael Waters 7th, Crystal West 8th, 9th to Lee Redditt, and Derek Roberts rounds out the top 10. Michael Walters has the 3W car, posted in the 11th position. Ron Strickland 12th, Carl Shazvastwick 13th, 14th to Steve Justice, and Lacey Hogg qualified 15th here this afternoon. Again, it's Mikey Chen atop the point standings. Thomas Fontaine 2nd. 3rd is Jason Auckland, just 3 points behind Mikey Chen. 4th in the championship standings and current rookie of the year, that's Zach Hardline, 9 markers back. And Michael Walters rounds out the top 5. This will be round 3 for the 25-lap race. It'll be first up for Farley Financial U-Cars around 7 o'clock here this evening. Again, if you're not watching, or if you're watching, I should say, and you're not at the racetrack, come join us. 7 o'clock is the start time. Tickets on sale at langley-speedway.com, or you can buy them at the box office once you get here at the racetrack. And if you can't join us in person, maybe you're too far away to get here by 7 o'clock, tune in to Flow Racing for live flag-to-flag coverage of the Mr. Fix-It 230 evening at the races. So, Adam, a good car count in our first series. That's the Farley Financial U-Cars. Now it's time to qualify those grocery getters. They're a lot of fun to watch. The 1980s Chevrolets. It's like going back in time. Presented by our friends at Old School Video Games and More. It's the Super Streets. They are coming up next.
Accidents and injuries. He knows the law, and he can help. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We have nearly 40 years of trial experience and have helped tens of thousands of people for all types of serious personal injuries, criminal offenses, and other serious legal matters. Larry King Law has the knowledge and experience to be your powerful advocate.
Serving homeowners in Virginia since 1970. Mr. Fix-It specializes in bathroom remodeling and replacement services. Biggest investment from scratch to finish. Tub and shower replacement with no investment. Experience in complete home improvement projects. We serve the majority of Virginia and are ready to give you the time.
Qualifying rolling on, presented by Mosquito Joe. It's time now for the Old School Video Games Super Streets. They are next on the racetrack as they prepare for their 40-lap race. It'll be the second event here this evening, presented by our friends at Mr. Fix-It. Chris Spangler first on the racetrack in car number 33. 2 laps per car. Will take the best of their 2 laps and count that as their lap of record. And the fastest car will start P1, second fastest second, so on and so forth. So you want to get a good time around the speedway. Each car, again, 2 laps as they try to wrangle this racetrack in. It's a tough one. It's a lot of fun to watch. Hampton, Virginia's Chris Spangler, car 33, is done. Sponsored by Sinful Treats. Lap number 2 was the fastest, 19.084 seconds. This series just competed back on April 26th, or last week, and that was the second race. So tonight will be round 3 for this series. And right now, it's only been one driver, Adam, that's found Dale Emmons victory lane. That's Dale Nichols, your current point standings leader and defending 3-time champion.
And unless he's on the racetrack right now, I don't see driver 8 here on the pit lane, so that's something we're keeping an eye on. As you mentioned it, the only winner this season, Dale won it with a flag run on the first night. All 40 laps went green. Last week we were full of cautions, but he still found a way to get it done in that number 8 machine, trying to win back-to-back titles. And yeah, we'll let you know if we see him qualify, but as of right now, no 8 car on the pit lane.
And he did tell us he's not going to run the full season. If he may show up later, but he may not, because he said he will not be running full-time. He's just coming out to win races, not to necessarily win the championship. So that could mean we're going to have somebody else find their way to winner's circle, a first-time winner in 2025. We just watched Ryan Hutchins in car number 14 post his 2 laps. The first one was the fastest for that driver, 19.331 seconds. That's currently third quick because the pizza guy, Sean Calloway from Virginia Beach, is second. Lap number 2, a little bit slower than lap 1 by about a tenth of a second. The opening lap, 19.207 seconds, so good lap for Sean Calloway. Second quick to Chris Spengler's time of 19.084 seconds. Up next, this is car number 41, Corey Bradley, the rookie competitor, is on the racetrack. Right now, he's the top rookie here in 2025. He is rolling through turns 3 and 4, sees that white flag waving profusely in the air. What does Corey Bradley have in store? Lap 1, 19.414 seconds. About 4/10 of a second off of Chris Spengler's fast lap. But again, this is Corey's rookie season, so he is just learning this racetrack. And Adam, I think he decides just one lap. And he'll call it, not sure if he had another lap in him or if he just thought it was one lap. Because prior to today, qualifying was just one lap.
Yeah, maybe didn't get that memo in the driver's meeting, but either way, Corey's got momentum coming into tonight. He had a top 5 finish last time out just 7 days ago, so he may just be feeling good about the race car, but either way, done and done for driver 41. That will see his Mosquito Joe Pole qualifying run come to an end.
Mr. Fix-It is now hiring weekend brand ambassadors, a great opportunity for college students, transitioning service members, military dependents, or anyone looking to make extra money on the weekends. Earn $17 an hour plus performance incentives, gain real-world marketing experience, and represent a trusted company known for installing the best home improvement products with the best warranties in the industries. As a brand ambassador, you'll set up tents and tables just like the ones you see at the track today and talk with attendees about who we are and how we help homeowners. We proudly give back with volunteer paid-off time and support causes that make a difference. Stop by our booth, visit our careers page, or text 804-538-4837 to apply today. That's 804-538-4837. Mr. Fix-It, proud partner of Langley Speedway. Car number 16, Adam, goes all the way to the top. We're talking about Hampton's Joe Stuck.
Joe Stuck in his rookie campaign, the number 16 machine, currently tied for 5th in the points, looking for a good run. That's a great lap for the young man. He's down here debriefing with the team and really got to be feeling good after that lap. But yeah, Brian, you talked about Dale Nichols not racing tonight. That was actually the guy that he spoke to last weekend and told that too. So yes, no Dale Nichols tonight, and that's going to open this field wide open to have a new race winner for the first time in 2025. We'll see who can take it. Right now, Joe Stuck in the catbird seat.
Could Joe Stuck get that first win? It may happen tonight. He's your 2023 Rookie of the Year. Also finished 9th in 2022 in the Enduro Series. He's sponsored by Hardwood Specialties, Empire Roofing and Siding. Help support the current provisional pole setter, Joe Stuck. Car number 27 is fast on the racetrack. We just qualified the 28, not Kel Yarborough, but that was Jacob Wood, currently second quick, 19.006 seconds for the driver that is currently tied for 3rd in the championship standings, with finishes of 3rd and 4th to open up the new season. It's a good lap for Jacob Wood, currently second. The next car on the racetrack, that looks like Tim Richmond, but it is indeed not. It is the 27 race car that is piloted by Blake Wood from Quentin, Virginia. Blake Wood posted the 3rd fastest lap, or provisionally inside of row number 2, 19.014. And right now, as I look here, the scoring monitor is actually showing that as Landon Abbott. So we'll check that with Adam to see who is in that car, whether it's Landon Abbott or Blake Wood. But we do know that Gordon Weeks is on the racetrack as we speak. Gordon Weeks, currently 3rd in the points chased, had a great run. Adam, he finished runner-up last weekend.
Gordon Weeks, of course, champion in this division, race winner, etc. Didn't have a great 2024, went winless on the year, but he's been very solid this season. He finished runner-up 7 days ago, and right now looking to complete lap number 1 in the Weeks construction slide goes off of the corner. Good enough for, actually don't quite see him on my score monitor, but man, he had a handful of steering wheel off of the final corner.
He dirt tracked it coming off of corner number 4. We saw the tire smoke coming from that race car. Gordon Weeks was not lifted. He kept the throttle all the way down to the floor, turned the steering wheel the opposite way to keep that car pointed in the right direction. So the Weeks Chevrolet, the Weeks construction car that is, from Gloucester, had a good fun run coming through turn 4, but right now he is provisionally outside of row number 3 in the 6th spot, because we just watched Sammy Gata, your 2023 champ. He currently took the number 2 position, 19.004 seconds, about 9/100ths of a second off the mark from Joe Stuck. Can he take the top spot? He'll go quicker on lap number 2, but he will not go and take Joe Stuck's position at number 1. He posted a time of 18.936 seconds, so that is second quick for Sammy Gata. Next up, this is Angelo Stellan on the speedway, currently 11th in the point standings. Car number 72, rocking and rolling down the back straightaway. The white race car. Certainly can see that car working through 3 and 4 from Pocosin, sponsored by Turnkey Technical Solutions, Maritime Mayhem, and Big E Diceman Music. Angelo Stellan, lap 1 in the books, 19.488 seconds. That is 10th quick for that driver as he works down the back straightaway over corners 3 and 4. Finished 7th in the points in 2023, 9th in the Wing Champs in 2021. So he's a former Wings champion driver. Angelo Stellan, lap 2, a little bit slower than lap 1, so he'll stay P10. Matt Kaminskis is on the racetrack right now. Matt Kaminskis on the speedway, car number 45, tied for 8th in the points with Sean Calloway, 14 markers back, looking for his first top 5 in 2025. As we watch the 45 roll through corners 3 and 4, looking to pick it up. But Adam, like just about everybody else, the back end kicks out of those cars coming out of turn 4.
And we talked about it, this racetrack with the sun beating down on it, very, very hot and slick. And when these drivers go to put that loud pedal down, the rear tires are complaining the whole way of the exit of the corner, all the way almost to the front straightaway or at the start-finish line here off turn number 4. So it is a very, very much of a handful for a lot of competitors. But Kaminskis clocks in. That is not going to be quick enough, which means we have a first-time pole award winner.
Qualifying in the books for the old school video game Super Streets here as they prepare for a 40-lap contest coming up a little bit later on. It'll be the second race this evening, and it looks like, as the light still is showing green, waiting to see if we have anybody else coming out, but now it goes red, so that means Joe Stuck. How about that? The black 16 car is the fastest on the property, and he'll lead the field to the green flag. We drop that here in a bit.
Joe, first-time pole winner, buddy. How does it feel?
It feels great. Feels great. I'm looking forward to getting to start out front for once.
Do you guys think you can get it done tonight, man? How does win number 1 feel?
That'd be great, especially we weren't sure what we were going to have rolling into it after not being able to finish last week. But I think that'd be a great turnaround after the week we had. Looking forward to getting to race, and I think we might have something for him, hopefully.
All right, buddy, congratulations. Best of luck tonight. Joe Stuck, first-time pole award winner by 3/100ths of a second.
Joe Stuck gets it done. He'll start on the front row with Sammy Gata. He lines up outside of row 1. Jacob Wood will start third with Landon Abbott fourth, and Chris Spangler rounds out the top 5. Gordon Weeks posted the 6th fastest lap. Sean Calloway 7th. Ryan Hutchins 8th. 9th to Matt Kaminskis, and Corey Bradley rounds out the top 10. Angelo Stellan was 11th. Coming into this evening's race, Dale Nichols is the point standings leader by 3 markers over Sammy Gata. Gordon Weeks right now is tied with Jacob Wood in the points. 3rd, 5th right now is Joe Stuck. All right, qualifying will roll on. We'll have the Pepsi Grand Stocks. They are coming up here in a matter of moments at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway.
In the 60 seconds it will take you to listen to this radio ad, you could crack open a delicious Pepsi and start learning to play the electric guitar or the didgeridoo. You can take some photos worth untagging, wake up with face paint on, or invent a new language you speak only with your 2 new best friends. Together you could adopt an exotic pet, name it Pepsi. In 60 seconds you could call up your crush and profess your love. You could miss dial and call your mom. BTW could LOL at your BFF, ROFL because your BFF or LTMI. You can run a 100-meter dash slowly. In 60 seconds, you could double Dutch jump rope on a trampoline faster than anyone's ever double Dutch jump rope on a trampoline before. Then upload the video, get a billion views, and achieve international fame in a tiny province of China you can't even pronounce. In this 60 seconds, you didn't do any of that, but you can now. So what are you waiting for? Grab a Pepsi and get out there, because now has never happened before, and it only lasts for now. Pepsi, live for now.
That's the way. Commission free buying every day. Get a
Back here with Mosquito Joe Poe qualifying from Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. We're watching the Pepsi Grand Stocks qualify here. The third division to go out. We just saw Paul Rubno lead.
Mr. Fix-It specializes in bathroom remodeling and gutter replacement services. Mr. Fix-It helps homeowners maintain their biggest investment from scratch to finish. Tub and shower replacement installation. Mr. Fix-It has over 50 years of experience in completing home improvement projects. We serve the majority.
Watching the Pepsi Grand Stocks qualify here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Again, Paul Rubno has just put down a lap, 18.602 seconds. Lap number 1 was the best for him. Mike Parker on the racetrack right now, 19.006 seconds puts him P2 in car 22. Here's the Dallas Cowboys throwback number 33. This is Gary Kidder on the speedway now. Gary making his third start of the year. Car 33, the third driver to go out in this division. Looking for his first career win. Maybe it could come tonight. I want to give everybody an update from the pit lane. I do not see Tim Wilson down here on the pit lane ready to qualify. Car 17 not here lined up ready to qualify, so they may be having some issues. We've seen multiple issues in the first 2 races for Tim Wilson, but he is the most recent winner in the Pepsi Grand Stocks, also the defending champion. And right now, Gary Kidder is still circling the racetrack in the 33 machine. He's coming to get the checkered flag. And I'm actually not seeing him on my score on, so no update for driver 33. Just right now, Lubno and Parker, the only 2 drivers that have been scored, at least on this end.
Qualifying rolling on here this afternoon. Race fans that are here, attention, Mr. Fix-It is proud to be a family-owned, locally operated company for over 55 years with a culture rooted in giving back to our community. We proudly support Special Olympics Virginia and their incredible athletes. Support the cause by purchasing your 50/50 raffle tickets today. Find one of our volunteers around the track. If you win, you'll take home half of the pot, and we're drawing 2 bonus winners for a 4-pack of tickets to a future Langley Speedway race in 2025. Let's make a difference together. Purchase your 50/50 raffle ticket this evening. Adam, that's a fantastic cause. We are big supporters and big advocates for Mr. Fix-It, and of course the work that they do to support Special Olympics Virginia.
Yeah, and Special Olympics, the Virginia Special Olympics is going to be tonight's 50/50, so race fans, please make sure you purchase your 50/50 raffle tickets. Go home with some extra money or some tickets to a Langley Speedway race, as Brian was just talking about. Big thanks to everybody at Mr. Fix-It, and of course if you're here at the racetrack, come see them in the midway. They've got some very beautiful displays out for you. If you're looking to get any work done on your home, they have some kind of displays out there showing kind of work that they do, so definitely go and check them out. Speak to one of the many folks that are wearing the white t-shirts that say Mr. Fix-It on it. They would love to speak to you about working on your home in the near future.
Absolutely. I was talking with the owner, Mark Benchstock, and the Vice President of Operations and Production, Jason Bosher, and they are here. They've got their whole crew out. They're having a big time, and we're going to hear more from Mark and Jason a little bit later this evening. Adam, what about Mad Dog Bill Aker from Chesapeake, your 2012 U-Cars champ, who's done some dirt racing, super street racing, U-Car racing, Grand Stock racing. He just did it, at least provisionally. Bill Aker, the fastest.
Bill was oh so close to getting it done a couple of weeks ago when Tim Wilson got the win. It was about a car length of a distance separating the 2 at the line. He is a 10th and some change faster than the 130-plus time winner, Paul Lubno. So Bill, great lap for him in the Mosquito Joe Chevrolet. Proud sponsor of Mosquito Joe Poe Qualifying. And Bill, of course, is a race winner in the Grand Stocks. It happened over a season ago, 2 seasons ago to be exact. So I know he's hungry for a race win at number 2, and right now has the best seat in the house.
He does, and we just watched Nate Lundeen in car number 47 from Halliford, Virginia, your 2017 Enduro's Rookie of the Year, and the 2022 Pepsi Grand Stocks Rookie of the Year, just post the 3rd fastest lap. He is currently 2nd in the championship chase behind Paul Lubno. Speaking of Nate Lundeen, with 2 solid 3rd place finishes. But today, it's Mad Dog Bill Aker, the fastest on the property, clocking in at 18.423 seconds. Car 29, the Mosquito Joe car, is the fastest, and let's hear from Mad Dog.
Pole sitter, Mr. Bill Aker, buddy. I know you've been waiting for the second win for a long time, buddy. Is tonight finally that night?
We really hope so. I really want to get that against Tim, but Tim couldn't make it tonight. So, yeah, we have some really high hopes, and this is the start right here.
That's right, buddy. Congratulations. Best of luck to you tonight. Mad Dog, Bill Aker taking it to the top spot, looking for career win number 2.
That's right. That's what he's looking for. Bill Aker in the Mosquito Joe car, sponsor of Qualfying, is the fastest. He'll start P1 when this series comes out. The Pepsi Grand Stocks for 40 laps of competition, raced 4 of 6 this evening. He'll start P1 beside Paul Lubno, 132 career wins, 7 championships. Of course, Paul Lubno knows his way around the track. He'll start outside of row 1. Nate Lundeen, the 47 car. He will start 3rd with Mike Parker in car 22 4th, Robert Pellick in car 26 5th, and the 33 entry of Gary Kidder rolls off outside of row number 3. Will Tim Wilson get here? We're going to find out your 2024 champion and a 3-time champ overall. Tim Wilson did not qualify. Car, I'm being told, is not here. He is the defending winner from April 19th. He actually missed the season opening race, so Adam, I got to think he may be running a partial schedule. Speaking of Tim Wilson in car number 17.
Well, he had those issues race number 1, and the car never actually made it to the starting grid, so I wonder if they're having still some more technical issues, because we saw some smoke from the rear of the car the last time out, but it was able to still hold on and get the win. So I maybe am wondering if more electrical gremlins are haunting the 17. Maybe they tested this week and couldn't come out, but either way, that car did not qualify, and as Bill mentioned, it is not here on the property. So definitely an interesting story. Of course, we have a little bit of a late start tonight with 7 o'clock, no longer the 5 o'clock time, so we've got time to get here, but definitely an interesting development and something we're keeping an eye on.
We indeed are. Again tonight, our first race, a 7 o'clock start time, as you just heard Adam mention, less than 2 hours from now. So if you're tuning in to our live coverage on Facebook or YouTube, hop in the car. Before you do that, grab the kids, grab the family, bring your neighbors, come to the racetrack. You will not be disappointed. It's going to be a barn burner of a race this evening. Langley Speedway is the place to be. You will not want to miss it. Get your tickets online at langley-speedway.com, or you can buy them at the box office when you get here on the property. It's going to be a fantastic evening of racing weather-wise, and it'll be hot on the racetrack with excitement and drama. It's short track. It's Saturday night. Woo! It's going to be fun. We want you with us. If for some reason you cannot get here in person, tune in to Flow Racing live 7 Eastern for all the coverage here at Larry Kinglaw's Langley Speedway. Race fans ready to transform your concrete? Stop by the Mr. Fix-It booth this evening and check out our newest floor coating system. 4 times more durable and than epoxy, and it won't chip or peel, and installs in as little as just 1 day. It's perfect for garages, patios, commercial spaces, you name it. Easy to clean and build to last. This is the upgrade your concrete deserves. Mr. Fix-It, Mark Benchstock, Jason Bosher, and the entire team are here. They're ready to talk to you. Moving on now, Adam, to this very exciting series that's rolling out on the racetrack. This is the Pro 6 Division presented by VA811.com.
The 6-cylinder machines ready to take to the racetrack, and of course the big storyline for this season, no Travis Wall. Car 44 decided not to partake in this season. He's doing other things, so that brings everybody to the racetrack with high expectations. Who can take home the win tonight? We're getting ready to find out. It was Matt Dale that won race number 1. He's won the last 2. If you're keeping track from last season, he took down Travis Wall in the season finale, so looking for 3 in a row tonight. Right now, we're watching 7-time consecutive Harris Truck Shop Super Truck winner Chris Bechtel try to find some luck here in this Pro 6 category. Things have not been going his way.
No, they have not in this series for Chris Bechtel. It's exact opposite than what he's done in the truck series. The defending champ, current point standings leader, and the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks has done no wrong in that series, but cannot catch a break with his stock car. Hoping to get this 6-cylinder car fired up in a good way. We're going to find out if the Hampton, Virginia driver has better luck this evening. He's the first qualifier at 17.917 seconds as we're watching the rookie competitor, Andrew Roten, on the racetrack right now. He, again, just like everybody else, just 1 race thus far. This will be round 2 for the 2025 campaign. He came home 2nd in that event. So the rookie racer looking for big things here this evening for Andrew Roten. Lap 2 faster than lap 1. That'll drop kick Chris Bechtel back to 2nd, 17.443 seconds. So that lap was fast for Andrew Roten. who has raced other series here at Langley Speedway. And tonight, he's behind the stock car, ready to roll, as is Ray Roman, and car number 95 is on the racetrack. This will be Ray's first start in 2025. Car 95 working through turns 3 and 4, looking for a big one here this evening. Can tonight be his night to find winner's circle? We'll find out here in a bit. Ray Roman, lap 1 in the books, 18.925 seconds, third fastest of the 3 cars. So Pro 6s, as they come out, the VA811.com series, that'll be round 5 of 6 this evening, 25 times around this 4/10 of a mile oval. Checkers for Ray Roman. He'll go quicker on lap 2, but he'll stay in the third spot provisionally, 18.265 seconds, his lap of record. All right, here's the driver, Adam, that made it happen. Back on April the 12th, we're talking about Matt Dale.
Of course, like I said, won the season finale last year, so tonight would be 3 in a row for driver 07 if he can make it happen. I believe he's the second to last qualifier out here, so just one car left to go. Lap number 1, quite good enough, 17.630 seconds. That's almost 2/10 slower than the Andrew Roten lap. We'll see if he can pick up any here on lap 2.
Working through corners 3 and 4, the driver from Portsmouth, sponsored by Slaughter and Lupton Law PLLC. Also new sponsors here this evening, Hunger Light Condiments and Ginger Built Repair, helping support the 07 car, who's posted the second fastest lap. That came on the second trip around the speedway, 17.497 seconds. So Matt Dale, the defending winner, current point standings leader, right now is on the outside of row 1. Here's a driver that has turned many, many laps around this racetrack. We're talking about still racing at age 69. Debbie Biesecker, almost 7 decades old, but she is having a ball, and she knows how to get around this racetrack. Adam, somebody to always keep an eye on.
Somebody that has turned countless laps around Langley Speedway. Debbie was slated to race earlier this season, but the car did not make it to the starting grid. They had mechanical issues on that number 4 Ford Mustang, but she's coming off turn 4 to complete it. Her qualifying run, and unfortunately it's not going to be the pole lap. She is P5 right now provisionally, and that is going to round out the 5-car field for tonight's 25-lapper.
Debbie Biesecker from Suffolk posted the 5th fastest lap, but Andrew Roten, the rookie competitor, is the fastest of the bunch. He clocked in at 17.443 seconds. He'll lead the field to the green flag for the 25-lap contest. He'll start on the front row with Matt Dale to his right elbow. Chris Bechtel posted the 3rd fastest lap with Ray Roman 4th, and Debbie Biesecker rounds out the top 5. Qualifying in the books. Coming up next, we're going to have the Premier Series for this evening. It's going to be our limited late models presented by Yesco.
Standing by trackside with first-time pole winner, rookie competitor Andrew Roten. Andrew, pretty solid lap, my man. The car's good over 1 lap, we know that. How about 25 laps, buddy? Can you get it done tonight?
I think the car is fine for 25. It's I can do. Got to thank Tommy Spencer. He's everything to what I'm doing racing right now. He put a great car under me, and this thing's really good. Hopefully I can do my job for 25 laps. Also want to thank Farmer Machine for coming on board with us this year and all their support.
Well, congratulations on the pole lap. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Andrew Roten, pole sitter for tonight's Pro 6 25-lapper, the rookie looking for race win number 1 of his career, Brian.
Indeed, he is. We'll keep our eyes on that driver to see what he has in store. Could he find Dale Lemon's victory lane? We're going to find out. We talked about the concrete coating with Mr. Fix-It, so go ahead and schedule your free consultation today and take advantage of our Langley Speedway promo. That is 0% interest for 6 months. Race on over and let's make your concrete beautiful. That again is Mr. Fix-It. They've got the booths here this evening. Stop by and see them. They'll take great care of you. All right, again, we're going to have the limited late models presented by Yesco. They're on deck. Following them, we're going to have those thunderous Larry King Law Modifieds. Race fans that are here on the property, check out the refreshment stands for something hot to eat or cold to drink. We have got you covered with everything in between. Maybe you want some ice cream. It's nice and warm outside. It's comfortable. but we'll take care of you with those refreshments. We also have ice cold Pepsi products. Pepsi is the official soft drink of Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Now, new this year, we have the Redneck Dogs. That's the Hebrew National Quarter Pound Hot Dogs. I've talked with Brian, who runs our refreshment stands, and it is simply delicious. I actually had to try one out here recently. It was fantastic. Now, new as of last week and tonight, we've got brand new homemade chili. The chili is delicious. It is new, so if you had the chili earlier this year, it's a little bit different. It is homemade and it is delicious, so go down there and check it out. We also got new, as of just a year or so ago, the new Redneck Cheeseburgers, and then, of course, our signature dish, the Redneck French Fries, barbecue slaw, cheddar cheese, and so much more. It is a bucket of deliciousness, so check it out at our refreshment stands. Now, while you're down there, opening up here in just a bit, will be our souvenir stand. You can get your official Larry King Law's Langley Speedway gear at our souvenir stand. You want to go down and check out Tim Brown and the team. They will get you in your official goodies. Maybe you want to get a t-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt for the fall later this year, or cool evenings here throughout the rest of spring. They've got ear protection and so much more at our souvenir stands.
Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit MosquitoJoe.com. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
Qualifying presented by Mosquito Joe. Rolling on. We've got two more series to go. The Yesco Limited Late Models on track right now, followed by the thunderous Larry King Law Modifieds. Now, for this series, they'll get a scuff lap, then they'll take the green flag for their two flyer laps, followed by the white, then checkered will take the best of their two laps, and that will be the lap that sets them up to see if they can take the pole award. We'll find out. First on deck, it's going to be car number 9, or first on the track, I should say, car number 99. That is Sparky West. Sparky West on the Speedway. He's the husband to Crystal West, who just qualified earlier in the U-Car Series. He's from Hampton, 2015 Virginia Legend Pro State Champion, 2005 Legend Semi-Pro champ on the Speedway right now. Sparky West, car number 99, currently 10th in the championship chase. He has two top 10 finishes, a season best of 8 thus far in their 3 races. Tonight will make their 4th start in 2025. Lap 2 a little bit slower for Sparky West, so we'll keep the opening lap for his lap of record. On track right now, this is car number 21, Sarah Grace Weitzel from Virginia Beach. Sarah Weitzel on track right now, car number 21, 11th in the points chase. Her best finish is 10th back on the season opening event. So a good run for Sarah Weitzel in her sophomore season. Adam, she's been around for a little while, but still relatively new to the limited lights.
Yeah, getting her teeth cut in this category. She was a Bandolero race winner here at Langley Speedway, and just celebrated a 17th birthday recently. So happy belated birthday to Sarah, and car 21, just getting after it each and every week, learning all she can, and that's really all you can do when you're at such a young age and a very limited level of experience. Right now, P2 out of 2, 17.805 on lap 1. Lap number 2 going on the board right now, and it's much quicker, 17.570. Still about a couple of tenths off of the Sparky West lap, but second out of 2 so far.
Sarah Weitzel, sponsored by Applied Resource Technologies, Black Acid Racing Apparel, Moyoc Automotive, Little Creed's Boutique, sponsoring car number 21, Sarah Weitzel. On track right now from Norfolk, this is Danny Harrell. Danny Harrell, new year, new look. We're used to the blue and yellow race car that Danny Harrell has made famous here on the racetrack. Sponsored by Bay Area Glass Comfort Systems of Virginia, C.E. Moore, David Nice Builders. Danny Harrell coming across the stripe. He'll take the green flag. Again, the opening lap is their scuff lap to get some heat in those tires. Then they're coming to the green to start the stopwatch, followed by the white, then the checker. Harrell, your third qualifier on the Speedway as they prepare for just one race this evening. No doubleheader, one race It'll be a flat-out 50-lap contest, third event this evening. And Adam, we've got a ton of cars down there on pit road.
Yeah, they are lined up all the way from turn 1 to the start-finish line, 2 by 2. It is packed down here for race number 4 of the limited late model season. And you're right, just the one and done for these competitors. 50 laps is the distance. 7 days ago, they raced twin 30s. So we're gonna have to maybe mix it up here and also tweak the setup a little bit because they're going a little bit longer for one race compared to the two races overall. And we'll have to see how that all shakes out because it's gonna be, again, a little bit later in the evening and temperature's gonna be a little bit cooler. Just something worth keeping an eye on.
That's right, our second qualifier, or make that the third qualifier, Danny Harrell, second on the racetrack as far as the starting lineup thus far, 17.423. He got that on lap number 2. Next up on the racetrack, taking the green flag, headed back to turns 1 and 2 from Smithfield, Virginia. This is Kyle Nestor. Kyle Nestor driving the Toyota on the speedway right now. His best finish this year is 6th. He got that back on April 12th, their season opening race. He's currently 8th in the championship chase. And right now, Kyle Nestor is P1 on the racetrack, taking the provisional pole here at the moment, 17.240 seconds. That is 8/100ths of a second faster than Sparky West. Kyle Nestor coming through turns 3 and 4, the driver who got 1 win last season. He's trying to get another win here this evening. Lap 2 about 1/10 of a second slower than the opening lap, so Kyle Nestor still right now provisionally on top. On track right now, this is the driver to always keep your eyes on. He is currently tied for the point standings lead with Jacob Derrick coming into this race. More importantly, for last year, he's your defending champ with 6 wins. We're talking about Aiden Millett. Aiden Millett on the racetrack taking the green flag in car number 9 from Yorktown. He is sponsored by Corbin's Plumbing, Tent World, and the Vanguard helping sponsor this team as he takes that car down the backstretch through turns 3 and 4. Thus far in 2025, he's got 2 runner-up finishes and a third, so he's looking for his first win of the season. He's been up front, led some laps, and again, when it matters, he is finishing up front. And right now, Adam, he goes to the top.
Fastest for the time being by about half a tenth, exactly half a tenth over Kyle Nestor on lap number 1. What does lap 2 have for the defending champ across the stripe? And how about that for consistency? 2/1000ths of a second slower than lap 1, a 190 to a 192. That is consistent for driver 9. And hard to believe, Brian, but winless on the year. Seeing if tonight could be the night for driver 9 to kind of get that monkey off his back to victory lane.
Could come tonight. We'll keep our eyes on that. We're talking about Aiden Millett, the defending champ. Took home 6 victories last year, the most of any other driver. And to put that in comparison, that was 3 times as many wins as anybody else in the field. So he certainly had the fast race car week in and week out. Still has the fast car this year, week in and week out. Just hasn't had enough to get the win. Tonight could be his evening. We're talking about Aiden Millett, who's currently the fastest, 17.190, as these drivers and teams prepare for round 4 of 2025. On track right now, this is Raleigh Rondeau. Raleigh Rondeau on the speedway in the 99R. Lap 1 in the book, 6th quick, 18.337 seconds as Rondeau is working through turns 3 and 4, digging for more as that car gets a little out of shape coming through corner number 4. But Raleigh Rondeau takes the checkered flag, the driver from Gloucester, the 2-time junior sportsman champ car champion, sponsored by JDR Transport, Bay Graphics, Coastal Flooring, and Slinger Speedco. Sponsor Raleigh Rondeau, who goes faster on lap number 2, 18.153 seconds. Up next, he's a 2-time Truck Series champion, presented by Harris Truck Shop. This is Hunter Waltrip. Hunter Waltrip in a full-time season for the Limited Lates for the 2nd straight year in a row, sponsored by Barry & Company, Coleman Nursery, Henry S. Branscombe, LLC. Support Hunter Waltrip in car number 17 as he works down the backstretch over into turns 3 and 4. Hunter Waltrip currently 9th in the championship chase, has all top 10 finishes, a best of 8 during the 2025 season opening contest. On lap 1, he is 6th of 7 cars, fastest thus far, 17.574 seconds. He needs a little bit more, about 4/10ths of a second if he wants to get the top spot. Hunter Waltrip across the line, checkers are in the air. He'll go quicker on lap 2 and gain 1 position. That'll take him to P5, 17.481 for Hunter Waltrip. Next up on the racetrack, Adam, this driver has had a fantastic rookie run. He gets a little bit squirrely over in turn number 2, but he's on his scuff lap. We're talking about Nick Sample. Outstanding finishes for the driver, currently 3rd in the points chase, just 6 markers behind Jacob Derrick and Aiden Millette. His best finish is 3rd in the season opening race, but following that, a finish of 4th and 6th. Nick Sample has been fantastic thus far.
Point standings, he's just behind Jacob Derrick and Aiden Millette, so very, very strong start to the year with a brand new race car. Nick has run some modified races out here. The Sample family is synonymous with racing here at Langley Speedway, although unfortunately lap number 1, not what he wanted, 18.515 seconds. That puts him 8th out of 8 so far.
The struggle is real in turn number 2. That car will not rotate through turn number 2. We'll see what he does in turn number 4, the back end trying to kick out here out of corner number 4. Multiple wins in go-karts, super streets, grand stocks. He's run on a bunch of divisions, sponsored by Carol and Laura, Portsmouth Army Navy, as well as Bayport Credit Union and Colonial DJs help support Nick Sample, who slowed down on lap number 2. He is 8th quick at an 18.515, so he'll look for a big pickup. They're going to have to make some adjustments to that race car to get him ready for the 50-lap race coming up here in a bit, because Nick Sample has had some strong runs, and as we just mentioned, is currently 3rd in the points chase and the current Rookie of the Year leader after just 3 contests. Car number 45, it's the bright red race car. This is Doug Warren. Doug Warren from Norfolk and the QuickTime Enterprise Victory Sign Clark's Automotive Racer Graphics sponsored car for the number 45 entry. Lap 1 in the books, 5th fastest, 17.463 seconds, as everybody is trying to run down the time set by Aiden Millette, who clocked in at 17.190 seconds. That's the lap of record thus far. Lap 2 a little bit slower for Doug Warren. He'll go from a 17.4 to a 17.5, so car 45 will stay slotted in position number 5. So we still have several more cars to go, including this driver coming through turn number 4. This is the 88 race car. What an evening the rookie competitor has had here. Speaking of the very last race, Brian Runstrom Jr. is a winner in the limited late models presented by Yesco. He won the 2nd race in the doubleheader that took place the last time out back on April 26th. So what a week, Adam, he has had. He's been on cloud 9.
Had it for the young man who's a former Bandolero champion here now a limited late model race winner, like you mentioned, Brian, the most recent winner in this division. And talk about a butt whooping, man. He dominated that race just 7 days ago, and right now has a fast car once again. He's P4 with a 17.363 second lap. That's about a 10th and a half off of the Aiden Millette lap. We'll see if lap 2 can be any better, but man, he's got to be just feeling all kinds of confidence after winning that race and now going for 2 in a row. What a story that would be.
Brian Runstrom Jr. faster on lap 2. He'll move up 1 spot to 3rd, provisionally inside of row 2, 17.303 seconds for the most recent race winner. At Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, it wasn't that long ago, Brian Runstrom Jr., well, he was competing in the Bandolero Series, picked up a championship there, but now he's in a full-body stock car and performing well and winning. Brian Runstrom Jr., 4th in the championship chase, just 7 markers behind Jacob Derrick and Aiden Millette, who are tied for the point standings lead. And speaking of point standings lead, well, this guy has it. He is Jacob Derrick in car number 88 on the Speedway from Hampton, sponsored by Mill Creek Tavern, Mercury Mulch, Solano Electric, Bushwhackers 2, Tree Care. Here comes Jacob Derrick across the line. The first opening circuit is completed. Jacob Derrick is 9th quick, 17.626 seconds for the driver that picked up the season opening win. Since then, he's had a runner-up finish and a 4th place effort in the last 2 contests. Here comes Derrick across the line. Can he pick it up? Indeed he will. He'll go all the way up to 4th spot. Jacob Derrick, car 88, making an 88 row 2 thus far between himself and Brian Runstrom Jr. Jacob Derrick clocked in at 17.318 seconds. Next up on the track, he also picked up his first win ever last Saturday night in the first of 2 races for the limited late models. This is Atlee Weiss. So Adam, one more driver that did a ton of celebrating over the last 7 days.
I tell you what, I don't know if that team's mentally recovered from last week. That car was in a ball of smoke in practice. They took out the motor and changed the entire engine power plant in that car, got him out to qualify and won that race. So Atlee definitely feeling confident after last weekend as well as Brian Runstrom Jr. He's P4 on lap number 1. Proud sponsor of his car is Juan's Mexican Cafe and Cantina. Where did Atlee go and take his team out to celebrate? Well, they went to Juan's out in Gloucester, so a big celebration took place this week, and they're hoping to celebrate again right there, lap number 2. A little bit quicker, he goes P3.
Also sponsored by Water Street Grill, Bay Custom Collision Centers. He's already 2 positions higher in the starting lineup than he was 1 week ago. He started race 1 in the 5th spot, and he was on fire, quickly working his way all the way to the point to go on to pick up his first ever limited late models victory presented by Yesco. Atlee Weiss, 3rd quick, provisionally inside of row number 2. Next up on the speedway, this is the 14V. Todd Van Gilder is on racetrack right now. Todd Van Gilder has made 1 start. It came back on April the 12th, or a little less than a month ago. This will be his 2nd start as he'll take the green flag, flash across the, make the white flag, excuse me, and flash across the finish line. He is 4th quick thus far, very fast for Todd Van Gilder, 17.282 seconds for car number 14. As he now makes his way back through turns 3 and 4, you'll see the checker flag waving. Can Todd Van Gilder pick it up on lap 2? He'll actually slow down about a 1/10 of a second from a 17.2 to a 17.3, but that's still good enough to put him outside of row number 2. I believe 1 more car to go. Let's see if indeed that is the case. This is the other number 14. This is Zachary Beavers. Zachary Beavers from Chesapeake in the Creek Bar Tax Lady sponsored car, won the Sportsman Award for the limited late models last year as Zach Beavers makes his way through turns 3 and 4. Zach Beavers, currently 13th in the points chase, looking for his first top 10. His best finish this year is 13th back on April the 12th. As we look at the running order at the moment, as he's on his first of 2 flyer laps, working through corners 3 and 4. Let's see what the 14th qualifier has in store, as you'll see the white flag waving, and Zach Beavers will go P12, 18.018 seconds for car 14. Right now, it's Aiden Millett who set the fast lap, 17.190 seconds for the defending champ and current point standing leader with Jacob Derrick as they are tied. Checkers are in the air for Zach Beavers, and Zach Beavers will pick up some time, but he'll stay slotted in the 12th spot, 17.804 seconds. That's going to wrap up qualifying presented by Mosquito Joe for this series. Congratulations to Aiden Millett. Car number 9 picks up the Mosquito Joe Pole Award after he's searching, I should say, for his first win of 2025. Has been right up front week in and week out. He clocked in at 17.190 seconds to take the pole award. Joining him on the front row on the outside will be Kyle Nestor in the Toyota, car number 18, P2. Atlee Weiss, who won just 7 short days ago, will fire off from inside of row 2, with Todd Van Gilder joining him on that 2nd row. Starting 5th will be Brian Runstrom Jr., also picking up his first ever win in the 2nd race last weekend in car 88R. The other 88, that's Jacob Derrick. He'll start P6. Sparky West posted the 7th fastest lap with Danny Harrell 8th, 9th to Doug Warren, and Hunter Waltrip in the 17 rounds out the top 10. Sarah Weitzel will fire off 11th with Zach Beavers 12th, followed by Raleigh Rondeau and Nick Sample, who's finished inside the top 5, make that the top 6 all season long. He's hoping to continue that good run. He'll have to come from way back in 14th position. Let's go to pit road and hear from the pole winner.
2nd pole of the year for driver 9 and Aiden Millett. Aiden, the pole on race 1 was good until it wasn't. Tonight, buddy, we're hoping for no cautions, right? That's the strategy. We want clean and green 50 laps because you were just telling me how good this thing is on the long run.
Yeah, I think we got a really good car for the night, and I think my car's really good on the long run. So hopefully we can just get out front and maintain our pace, and hopefully it's clean and green, and we'll see what happens. But I just can't thank Robert enough for all the work he's put in the car of the week to get me faster, and I'm going to give him a win tonight, hopefully.
Congratulations. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Driver 9, Aiden Millett, trying to chase that first win of the season, Brian.
Could come this evening. Aiden Millett, the defending champ, goes off from the pole. As we mentioned, Aiden Millett is tied with Jacob Derrick for the point standings lead coming into the 4th race of the season. Nick Samples currently P3, the top rookie. Brian Runstrom Jr. is 4th in the points, and Danny Harrell rounds out the top 5. A 50-lap race for the ESCO Limited Late Models. It'll be the 3rd on your scorecard this evening, presented by Mr. Fix-It. One more division to qualify, presented by Mosquito Joe. It's going to be those thunderous Larry King Law Modifieds. They are getting in position on pit road. They're actually going to come out all together for 10 scuff laps to get some heat in those tires. Then they'll all come back down pit road, and we'll bring them out one by one for a 2-lap qualification effort. The Larry King Law Modifieds are coming up next.
Larry King Law. Knowledge, experience, commitment.
Anytime an accident happens, dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
If you or someone you know has been injured in an accident after getting medical help, call us first. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
Larry King Law battles for justice and is dedicated to empower and protect accident victims. It is our mission to provide the best possible legal services. Anytime you need help, dial 757-INJURED.
Serving homeowners in Virginia since 1970. Mr. Fix-It specializes in fast gutter replacement service systems, transformers, BBB, and 5-star tool rating. Mr. Fix-It helps homeowners maintain their biggest investment from scratch to finish. From tub and shower replacement to installing gutter hose systems, Mr. Fix-It has over 50 years of experience in completing home improvement projects. We serve the majority of Virginia. We are ready to assist you with a relaxed, no-pressure consultation. Visit MrFixitSpeedway.com today.
Come join us at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. 7 o'clock is our start time, or a little more than an hour from now. Come on and join us. Buy your tickets at the box office at langley-speedway.com, or you can get them at the box office when you get here on the property. Of course, if you can't come tonight, tune in to Flow Racing at 7 o'clock. You'll have live flag-to-flag coverage of the Mr. Fix-It 230 with 6 series competing here tonight. It's going to be a dandy of a race. You will not want to miss it. The place to be, the only place to be this evening, is Langley Speedway. Coming up next weekend, Saturday, May 10th, we bring the late models back at Langley Speedway for twin 50-lap races, along with a 50-lap contest by the limited late models. We'll also have our Enduros, the Grand Stocks, Super Trucks competing next weekend with the Bandoleros. That's Saturday night, May the 10th. Get the entire schedule online at langley-speedway.com. Also, be sure to follow us on all the social media channels. Right now, the final series to qualify this evening, presented by Mosquito Joe. is our Larry King Law Modified. So right now they're working the racetrack in their scuff laps. Adam, trying to get some heat in those tires.
Trying to build some heat and make sure the tires have grip when they go out to rip off some very fast qualifying laps. So everybody still circling their way around the racetrack. Spencer Conrad, Eric McPherson have already pulled off of the racetrack. They're lined up and ready to qualify. So should be just a few more laps and we'll be ready to send these guys out one at a time, 2 laps on the stopwatch and determine our final pole sitter for Mosquito Joe pole qualifying.
It's the 3rd race of the 2025 contest for this series. Right now, Brad Adams is the point standings leader by 1 marker over Chris Roberts. 3rd in the points is Spencer Conrad, the rookie racer, with Rick Godovic 4th and Kyle Wood rounding out the top 5. Had a chance to speak with Rick Godovic and Matt Carter, the car owner, earlier, right before the drivers' meeting. They have been on fire this year, hoping for their first win. It could come tonight. Rick Godovic made it a lot of fun in the last race. He finished P2. We'll see if he's able to get the victory here this evening. Modified's always a lot of fun. These open wheel race cars. It's a hybrid between an Indy car and a stock car. But these cars are flat out fast. They are hauling the mail lap in and lap out. And we'll be watching them this evening. The final race of the night, 50 times around this 4/10 of a mile oval. We know as quick as these cars get around the racetrack, this race, if we don't get a rash of cautions, it could go by in a hurry. And even though the race is 50 laps, we know it's going to go by fast. So qualifying, Adam, is that much more important since it's only a 50-lap race.
Yeah, they will go by in a hurry, and you're going to use up your tires passing other cars and trying to catch them if you qualify poorly. So you want to save those Hoosier tires for all 50 laps. Make sure you have something at the end to fight with, so it's going to be worth keeping an eye on for qualifying. Who starts where, and where do our favorites kind of line up for this 50-lap race? Right now, we're going to start it off with the only pole sitter this year in terms of Mosquito Joe pole qualifying, because last time out it was a doubleheader. This is Spencer Conrad making his 3rd start.
Spencer Conrad, the rookie competitor, his first full-time season from Suffolk. And I'm going to tell you what, he has been fast this year. A runner-up at the season opening race, a 4th in the most recent contest. Spencer Conrad, keep your eyes on this driver, sponsored by Conrad's Climate Control. Holmes Automotive and Performance and Ream help sponsor Spencer Conrad. Checkered flag is in the air. Lap number 2 is in the book, 16.953 seconds, so a fast one for Spencer Conrad. Didn't get the opening lap. It didn't populate on our transponders or our computers here, but lap 2 did show 16.953 seconds, as this series will also get 2 laps on the books here for qualifying. We'll take the best of their 2 laps and count that to see where they'll start. So the fastest driver across this 4/10 mile oval racetrack will start on the pole. Everybody else will line up behind him. Eric McPherson's on the racetrack right now in car number 16. McPherson, 6th in the point standings. His best finish is 5th. That came in the most recent race for Eric McPherson. He'll take the checkered flag. And lap 2 was quicker than lap 1, but he'll stay P2, 17.906 seconds for car 16. As he wraps it up here, the driver from Hampton, sponsored by the Doctor's Touch and Paint Repair, also Express.drg, Curtis Daly, and Mid-Atlantic Boxer support that driver. Next up on the Speedway, Adam, he made the last race a lot of fun. It was a wild finish here for this driver, who's now the fastest, Rick Godovic.
Former modified race winner here, Rick Godovic, top of the board, 16.924 seconds. And you're right, both he and Brad Adams were hunting down Chris Roberts for that race win. Ultimately, they could not get by him as he steps out. Exiting turn 4, still picks up speed, 16.871 seconds. The veteran showing the rookie how it's done by almost 1/10 of a second, looking for his first win on the year in the Matt Carter Racing number 64.
Talked with Matt. He's looking forward to watching his driver hopefully go for a championship by season's end. Robbie Morris is on the racetrack right now from Enfield, North Carolina. Morris, he's competed quite a few years here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, bringing that car through turns 3 and 4. First lap, well, it's in the books now. Stopwatch will show 18.129 seconds for his opening circuit. Right now, Rick Godovic is the fastest with the rookie racer Spencer Conrad P2. Godovic got around the racetrack in 16.8 seconds. Here comes Robbie Morris through corner number 4. Checkers are waving. He is done as Stickman has waved that checkered flag to let Robbie Morris know he is 4th quick. Lap 2 just a little bit slower than lap number 1. Again, 50 flat-out laps of racing coming up. It'll be the final race of the evening for the Mr. Fix-It 230 race evening. And we're watching car 13. That is Willie Scott. Willie is on the racetrack right now from Sedley, Virginia. And their racing sponsors include Hot and Cold Supply for Willie Scott. Had a chance to talk to him earlier last month, and he is just excited to be back at the racetrack and racing. Adam, he took some time off, a long time off, but he's back.
Yeah, Willie's a veteran of racing, but as you mentioned, hasn't raced for quite some time. He said he had an opportunity to go modified racing here at Langley this season. He said, absolutely, let me do it. And right now is P5 out of 5 on the stopwatch. Lap number 2 is a little quicker, but still slots in P5 for the number 13 machine. And just like that, we've got 2 drivers left to go, 2 very fast competitors to round out Mosquito pole qualifying. This is defending champion Brad Adams.
Bad Brad's on the racetrack. The bright blue car coming through the back straightaway now. Car 3, the driver calls Suffolk, Virginia home. Your 2024 modified champion, sponsored by Asset Auto Recovery, Victory Auto and Transmissions, Gene Nichols Controlled Conditions, also WP Racing Shocks, Brett Hamilton Enterprises. Car 3 on the speedway, coming through turns 3 and 4 is your current point standings leader, sideways through turns 3 and 4. Checkers are in the air. Brad Adams will go from 3rd place to 2nd, lap 2 quicker, 16.895 seconds. That is 2/100ths of a second off the mark from Rick Godovic. But Adam, that is extremely close, which could set us up for an extremely exciting race again tonight.
Yeah, top 3 within 1/10 of a second. It's 8/100ths back to Spencer Conrad in P3. And then there was one driver left to go, and this is no slouch. This is Tommy Jackson Jr., who has a very limited number of starts in the modified category. He's a race winner up at Dominion in this very car, and obviously a Legends winner and champion here as well. So don't take your eye off car 15. He was fastest in the 2nd round of practice, now trying to compete with the veterans of the modified division.
That's right, we talk about that name, Tommy Jackson Jr., where you heard Adam mention the Legend Series for Tommy Jackson Jr., who on lap 1 in car 15 is currently 4th fastest. So Tommy Jackson Jr. currently a champion in the Legend Series. 3 championships for that driver, 4 wins last year, won the championship back in 2023. And he's having some fun here in the stock cars. Tommy Jackson Jr. 4th on lap number 2, 17.347 seconds. That'll set him up for the outside of row 2. Qualifying is done, and Rick Godovic, he'll take the Mosquito Joe Pole Award. He clocked in at 16.871 seconds. He'll be joined on the front row with Brad Adams in car 3. Spencer Conrad, the rookie, in car 77. He'll fire off in 3rd with Tommy Jackson Jr. posting the 4th fastest lap. Eric McPherson rounds out your top 5 with Robbie Morris, whose smoke came from the back of that car when he put it back in the pits. So we'll see what's going on there. And Willie Scott will start 7th this evening. But it is Rick Godovic that gets it done here this evening. Hopefully we'll get some words from Rick Godovic, the car that Matt Carter, who's won so many championships out here at the racetrack. Matt Carter, a 3-time champion, most recently back in 2023. His car, at the moment, is the fastest here in qualifying, hoping to pick up the race win. It would be Rick Godovic's first win in 2025. He picked up 1 win last season for Rick Godovic. So again, qualifying has wrapped up. We are going to go racing coming up here around 7 o'clock this evening, and I believe, Adam, you've caught up with our pole winner.
Yeah, we're looking for Rick Godovic down here in the car and just having a chat about how great this car was. They tested on Thursday, and buddy, you came oh so close just a few weeks ago. Is it about time to get that next step and reach Dale Emin's victory lane once again?
Yeah, we've been working really hard. The team has put a lot of hours in it. Matt's been coaching me along here, and it's good practice, good qualifying, and you're hoping we'll get a win.
You guys are running the single 50-lap race. Do you prefer that over the maybe 30-lap twins, or would you like it to be maybe a twin night?
I think we'll have a good advantage on the long races here. The car is really good on the long haul here, so it's good on the short run. It'll be nice to see what we can do in the 50 laps.
Congratulations, buddy. Best of luck tonight. Rick Godovic, pole sitter for tonight's 50-lap feature, looking for the first win on the year, Brian.
He indeed is Rick Godovic, ready to get it done. Congratulations to he and his team. A big congratulations to all of our pole winners. We just watched Rick Godovic get it done in the Larry King Law Modifieds. Aiden Millette, well, he got it done in the Yesco Virginia Limited Late Models. Also, Mikey Chin took the Farley Financial U-Cars Mosquito Joe Pole Award. Joe Stuck got it done in the Super Streets presented by Old School Video Games and More. Andrew Roten, the rookie, got it done in the Pro 6 division presented by VA811.com. And Mad Dog Bill Aker picked up the pole in the Pepsi Grand Stocks. We're going racing about an hour from now. Please join us here at the racetrack. For those of you tuning in on Facebook as well as YouTube, we'd love to have you at the racetrack. 7 o'clock start time. If for some reason you can't get to the Speedway, join us on Flow Racing for live flag-to-flag coverage of the Mr. Fix-It 230. Of course, pre-race opening ceremonies will crank up around 6:40, about 5 minutes earlier than your program does show. So we'd love to have you at the racetrack again. A big congrats to all of our pole winners. And we'll see you at the track around 7 o'clock here this evening. For Adam Welbrock, I'm Brian White. Thanks for tuning in.